rich, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Quit talking about it. Let it bring it.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. A pick six for the touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down. Check three, check three, check three. Shift, shift. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Check, check, check.
On first down, Logan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down. Here we go, here we go. Like 20! Let's go, one more.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good.
Together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
11. I got you.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
12, here we go. Lock!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Jim. He's checking.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll get it down.
Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
70, Indy.
Ship.
80 weapons.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, Delta.
57's a monster.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go. 50, plant.
He don't know no better. Kill. Ship. Watch the ship. SOS.
They'll run on first down. Abraham. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. There goes it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. T.J. Logan, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Look at me, zipper. 36. Get it.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Looking to throw. Daniels. Miller with first down and more. It's caught. It's Miller. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Breida, he'll try the right side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Daniels going deep this time for Miller. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Scott Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Go now. 10 over. Let's go, D. Switch.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
We play to win.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
65. 12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Watch the curve.
Here we go on 4th down to Garoppolo. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And the Jets first down. Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get one.
Now a give, right side. Logan. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. Hunter Henry brings it in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 3rd down, it's Logan. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
The 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
60 outlaw. Recon, 132 fighter.
It's now second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw on second down. Daniels steps away, and the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check it out, Reed. Hey, high 7. Blue draw quarters. Leo.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Daniels going up top for Miller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it here with Logan, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Black 80.
Garoppolo looks to throw, and now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 8 lead. Coaching still.
They run with Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
15.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Switch gears. Rush in. Go. Rush in. Go out. Crunch. 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 Shift. 6-6. Bullet high. Check 25. Check 25. 5.
On first down, Abraham. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Throwing on third and long. Daniels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
This is Logan. And an alley to run. And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run with Logan. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They run again with Logan. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Here we go. 20, 13.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. Henry, 17. Got themselves a first down. They'll run on first down. Logan, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Scott Miller. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As he'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone